everybody, it's Carm here. I'm coming to you on a Sunday afternoon, a gorgeous autumn day. It's been a little while. Wanted to come on though and give special thanks to a great person who's has graced so many of us with their generosity, DJ Trish. And it's been a wonderful, very fun package, as she often does. There's our note, hello Carm, greetings from New Jersey. Enclosed there are 3 more mixes for your listening pleasure. As always, there are also some stickers. Enjoy them all. Peace, love, and music, Trish. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just seen Tink's video. She'd received some as well. So, I'll show you what she has here. Also, additionally, I put aside some music that I wanted to recommend to Trish and to the rest of you for the season. My personal favorite season, and just a few things that have been favorites of mine over the years, and some more recent. Here's some of what Trish sent. As ever, the Bayhead Cheese Company here, cheese shop and bottles too. Yeah, lots of stickers, new ones too. Coca-Cola, perfect for now. This one's fun. Find me in the sea, Point Pleasant Beach. This one, this is a new one. Or maybe, I don't know, remember if I'd seen this one before. Yeah, Divi Tree Cafe, coffee, Point Pleasant. One of many places I'll have to visit eventually and get out there. Blazing visuals. Route 66. This one's kind of new too. I hadn't seen this. Mona Lisa. Of course, DJ herself. It's a funny one. A little statement from Trish here. And another one for the coffee. Here we have tunes, which I'm sure are going to be just as eclectic as ever. Falling Out of Summer, 2021. Really nice picture on this one. And the packaging I'm partial towards, since this is what I've been doing for a little over a year now. Saving a lot of space without the jewel cases. You have Stepan Grappelli on here, Sun Ra, David Byrne, George Michael, Tears for Fears, Chet Atkins. Yeah, it's like she outdoes herself each time with the eclecticism of each new mix. So a lot of fun here. And a couple flashback attacks. 2021. The jukebox there. Yeah, Ray Charles, Lighthouse, War, Mouth and McNeil, Al Martino, Nick Lowe. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, these are really nice for, I've said over the years, for driving, if you're going on a long drive or doing things around the house, just doing household chores. It's really nice in the background. And of course there's the constant variety. I really like this, especially with the transistor radio. And on here you have Kool and the Gang, Little Richard, Malo, Main Ingredient, Neil Diamond, Trumpeteers, Johnny Nash. Oh, very fun. So thank you so much as always, Trish. As ever, just thinking about all of us. And it's be really fun getting into these, especially looking forward to this one with the kind of variety on here. Go to this one first. But I want to share a few things I've been enjoying lately that I pull out every year, and some are older, some are newer. that just are perfect for the season. I'm saving the Halloween ones for future video. Hopefully I'll get to that when the time comes. But, I was just talking to my pal Gary about this. Michael Galasso scenes. This is all solo violin, overdubbed, so it's very. He was played in Philip Glass's ensemble, I think back in the 70s, and you could hear that influence in the music. It's from 1982 on ECM. Very repetitive. I'd say more mesmerizing though than, dulling or monotonous. And one of those things I like driving to, actually. If you're in like a more of kind of an open area, really it's perfect, especially with the leaves changing overhead, and if you're going through in like a forested area, it's just perfect. But beautiful. He only made a couple albums for the label. I believe he passed quite young, but yeah, it's excellent stuff here, and yeah, it's very, very evocative of this time. Yeah, Michael Galasso scenes from ECM. This is an old favorite for since the 90s. Yeah, Grover Washington Jr., A Secret Place, especially the first cut. This is from 1976. Whole album is excellent, but especially that first piece is just, for me, I always associated it with this time. Kind of like the cover, kind of just maybe sitting by or under a tree. And if you know his music, it's that kind of kind of a mixture of pop and jazz and R&B and rock, but very mellow, very easy to get into. But yeah, something about this always, to me, it's like a perfect autumnal album. This is a fairly new one, which I mentioned. It was pretty much my find of the year as far as new music this past year. Bremer McCoy, Utopia. I believe they're Danish duo of keyboards and bass, acoustic bass. Very much like the cover, in and out. Very, very soothing, but also very, it's kind of a muted intensity at times, but it kind of reminds me of Bill Evans and Eddie Gomez, the duets they did back in the 70s. Maybe this is a little more impressionistic, but just has a beautiful, lilting feel throughout. Very emotional, very, it's nostalgic in a way, even though it's a new album. Something about the music, it just takes me back. There's like these little moments that would have happened 30, 35 years ago. They're just kind of fleeting moments that come to mind when I'm listening to this, which a lot of autumnal music does anyway, especially if it has that kind of, that quality, that emotional, evocative quality. But this is really beautiful. Again, more laid back, more reflective, but still a lot there. So yeah, Utopia, Bremer and McCoy. It's another one that's was fairly new to me, but it's been around for quite a while. Neighborhoods, Ernest Hood, Memories of Times Past, originally from 1975, but reissued recently. Just like the cover, very autumnal. The music, though, really kind of brings me back. It's kind of a PBS special soundtrack quality to it. You have a mixture of actual, well, you could say field recordings, but in the town that he was in, I believe in Oregon, mixed in with synthesizer and zither, just bringing back the sounds, the ambience of neighborhoods in general, and one's own childhood, and that sense of wonder and possibility. It's very much infused in the music, and still I think is perfect. Over 45 years later. Really a timeless statement, and just beautiful, and one of those things that sounds a little different each time you hear it. I believe it was his only album too, but I very much recommend it for any season. But now, I mean, it's just perfect. It has that real cozy, comforting, reassuring feeling, as well as you could just kind of smell the leaves and just the whole feeling of this time. So yeah. Neighborhoods, Ernest Hood. A couple more. Yeah, there's so many, but these are kind of the ones that have been more or less in rotation lately. Just played this morning. Chick Corea, Piano Improvisations. There's 2 volumes of this. Just pulled out this one, 1971. And yeah, just I believe this is his first or second one on ECM. She's with the label on and off for about maybe 15 years or so. And I'd say the first half is a little bit more composed, but still improvisatory. You know, the themes are more, come out a little further, and this is a little more, maybe slightly more abstract, but very much right from the opening notes. I mean, you feel this time kind of immerses you in this time we're in, this time of year, and you can kind of hear. It's interesting hearing some of the themes on solo piano early on, which he was developed later on in larger groups and with duets with Gary Burton later on. So yeah, very nice. Chick Corea, solo piano. And mentioning Eddie Gomez before, the album he did here with Ralph Towner, under Ralph Towner's name. Ralph Towner on acoustic guitars, 12-string and classical, with some piano, Eddie Gomez bass, and Jack DeJohnette on drums. Batik, 1978. Beautiful trio album. You would think with the trio setting it would be more like traditional jazz, but it's really more kind of a floaty, more impressionistic, as you'd expect from ECM from the time. But this is kind of another one of those, driving under trees, or traveling in more of an open landscape. Lots of nice improvisation on here, as well as composed themes and interplay between the 3 of them. And I think this is the only album they did as a trio, which is all the more special for that. But yeah, just beautiful stuff here, and the album I've gone to for many years. But yeah, if you want more, more something that has kind of a muted intensity, or a nice mixture of that. It's easy to get into, but it's also a challenge. It's a good one to hear. And Batik, Ralph Towner. And I have it kind of playing across the yard. I don't know if it's coming through, but this is one I've been enjoying revisiting lately. The Helge Lean Trio. Hello Troll. This is got this from the old school some years ago. One of those blind / deaf buys. Kind of like the Bremer and McCoy. Had no idea what I was getting into. But this is a trio of piano, bass, and drums. In some ways it's kind of like the traditional piano trio that Bill Evans had for the most part established way back when, but also goes into areas, has the energy and feel of rock at times. Really a great variety of moods and tempo changes, timbres, going into more experimental territory, but still very much tying it together with very memorable themes and just a great interplay. Yeah, the piece that's playing right now sounds like it's pretty freeform. I have it pretty lightly though, and I really like this kind of photography. Just kind of homing in on these little aspects here. But yeah, been enjoying getting back into this a little bit. I haven't listened to it in quite a few years. Yeah, from 2008 it was recorded. So yeah, if you like a different side for the most part of the traditional jazz piano trio, this is definitely something to check out. And again, for me personally, it fits right in with the season. So yeah, just want to share a few things for you there, Trish. And thank you for the gifts. But yeah, there's something about music at this time of year that whatever your favorite season is, it seems to resonate even more if you find what really fits. I want to share one more thing that Trish, I think you would enjoy very much. Being a stargazer and a moon gazer, I know you have a lot of moon shots in your videos. And also for Cindy, we were just talking to in the comments on Tink's video, and who I have to thank for reminding me of this fellow about a year ago. Just got this in the mail recently. Stargazing with Jack Horkheimer. If you remember him from PBS, for many, many years he had a show called Star Hustling with Jack Horkheimer. Then it became Stargazing, or Jack Horkheimer's Stargazing. It would be like these little short, it'd be like 2 minutes or 5 minutes, almost like little vignettes at the end of the night, where he would just come on every day and tell you, kind of the alignment of the stars and the planets on that particular night, and just just really teach you about the night sky, the importance of what he would say he would ended up with was saying keep looking up, which of course was kind of dual meanings. I like how there's animals featured in this, but it's like a comic, or not really even a graphic novel, but like a comic of basically his shows, his short shows. And a lot of fun, looking at this. It has all the themes of, this is on the moon, and just the little illustrations here. It's illustrated by Rich Harrington. But this really, if you haven't seen the show, this really captures him, his humor and his whimsy, and again, talking about a sense of wonder. Someone who, I think he passed on about 10 years ago in his early 70s, but he never lost that, that sense of wonder and possibility, in wanting to impart it to as many people as he could. Our stupendous son. But I'll go more into this in the next time I do a kind of bookish video. But I wanted to show this for Trish and for Cindy and anyone else who's interested. And Jack Horkheimer. Check him out. There's plenty of him on YouTube also, if you're not familiar or you want to revisit some of that. So thank you once again, Trish, for all of this. Again, it'd been kind of a while since I'd been on. The time goes so fast, but you don't realize it. But then you almost like forget how to do this, sitting in front of a camera. But we'll see what comes next. We have Halloween coming up, and before you know it, be getting into November and getting chillier. But, hope you're all doing well, wherever you're at, and just hope as well as possible. So thank you once again, Trish. Until the next one. Peace, love, and joy.